But first, we're getting a closer look at the terrorism raid that led to the arrest of 2 Central Texas men.
The FBI says those men were planning for a jihad abroad. We told you about their raids earlier on KXAN News at 5 o'clock. And KXAN's Kevin Schwaller joining us live from Round Rock with our top story.
Well, this is the neighborhood where that arrest happened yesterday, and some neighbors are finding out that someone who lived just next door may have connections to terrorism. Now, here's a look at the scene out here yesterday. Members of the FBI are wearing tactical gear. Some wore shirts showing they were part of an FBI evidence response team, and a SWAT truck also parked out here. Now, KXAN obtained these pictures from a source who wanted to remain anonymous. Court documents show this is the family home of a 23-year-old UT student. Investigators say Rahatul Khan conspired to recruit people. One of them was an FBI source. Court documents say the recruiting was to travel overseas to wage violent jihad. And authorities arrested an Austin man as well, Michael Wolf. He's charged with attempting to provide support to terrorists. Investigators think he was headed to Syria. Back in Round Rock, a neighbor said he didn't notice anything strange.
And we just recently moved into this neighborhood back in October, and all the neighbors seemed friendly and nice. Never heard anything, saw anything out of the ordinary coming from the folks across the street or anything like that.
Now, the charges against the man in this neighborhood, the UT student, actually date back to activities that allegedly took place between 2011 and 2012 before he would have moved into this home. Now, the 2 men are expected to appear in federal court for a hearing on Friday, and we're going to stay on top of this story. We're going to be trying to talk to people who knew these men. You can find out what we uncover tonight on KXAN News at 9 and 10. For now, reporting live in Round Rock, Kevin Schwaller, KXAN News.
Well, terror arrests in the U.S. may seem rare, but they do happen, about 20 of them every year. In 2011, FBI agents arrested a student in the Lubbock area. Agents say this man, Khalid al-Dosari, tried to buy chemicals online for a bombing attack on former President George W. Bush. The FBI says al-Dosari was 1 chemical away from building a bomb. The Saudi national's attorneys argued he never actually hurt anyone, but in November of 2011, he was sentenced to life in prison. And a U.S. congressman from Austin has a unique view on these arrests. Republican Michael McCall is the chairman of the House Homeland Security Committee. In a statement, he said the arrests suggest a broader problem. The growing safe haven for Islamic extremism in Syria and Iraq poses the greatest threat to the national security of Western Europe and the United States today. He went on, this war is not over, and the administration needs to face this crisis head on.